Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel.
Our channel?
Our channel.
Our channel?
Sometimes it's mine, sometimes it's ours. Today it's ours, sometimes it's just mine. And it's like 1 in the morning, but Marvin was real adamant about getting this video done, bro.
Yeah, why not? No sleep. I mean,
sleep is for the rich. I'm not rich yet.
You seem so dead, bro. You want to do this in the morning?
So today we're going to do a bit of a story time.
About our worst relationship or situationship ever.
And mine wasn't new, so. I haven't been in very many relationships, but I do have some pretty shitstorm relationships that I've been in.
I mean, I haven't been in a lot of relationships, but I had some situationships that weren't, they were shit situationships because,
You're inventing a lot of words right now.
They were situationships.
Situationships? Alright. Situationships. It's a new word. It's a word of our day. Situationship.
Do you remember? Well, you told me not to name drop, so.
I mean, if you want to name drop your worst girlfriend, or situationship.
She was never my girlfriend.
Who?
The one I keep saying looks different every time you bring her up. Well, she looked different when I was talking to her.
I honestly can't even remember her name to begin with.
Really? Anyway, so we were talking, and this is my worst one. This is not my worst one. This is just like...
If this is not your worst one, then you're already off topic.
Chill. Long story short, she stopped talking to me, and then she randomly hits me up talking about some, oh, you got better looking, and I was like, thank you.
That's rude.
I was like, thank you.
Who says thank you?
And now delete my number. Just like that. Just putting that out there. I was very conflicted. I was like, well, she's super not shit. But it was a compliment, I guess.
It's not a compliment.
Kinda.
That's not a compliment.
Okay, well.
That's like saying, hey, you were ugly, but you look alright now, so.
I mean, she was talking to me while I was ugly, so. And now she's fat, so.
So I actually have 2 worst relationship stories because they're both equally terrible, but like for 2 different reasons. So I felt like I had to talk about them both. I'm not name dropping because like all my exes have me on social media and like we're all on decent terms and I don't want to like stir the pot up and get anything going or thinking that I'm talking about anybody or that they're still relevant because...
But you are talking about them.
I am talking about them, but they're not relevant.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna know who they are based on the story. True,
if they watch my videos. They might hate me to the point where they don't want to watch me, but...
You just said you're all on good terms.
Good terms. On my terms. On my end, I'm good. I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm good. So, my first relationship, real relationship, I had like MySpace boyfriends back in the Gap, but they weren't like real boyfriends because I would literally just say yes to anybody that asked me out, and then that was me just like talking on the phone to boys that I could never ever see because I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. So my first relationship was in high school during my sophomore year when I just got to Texas, and I can't say his name, but I thought I was in love, and like I thought I was in love, and I thought he was like the best person in the world, And I remember he didn't go to my school, so like everyone thought I was lying about having a boyfriend. I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, but nobody believed I had a boyfriend because he didn't go to our school, and so like, you know, if there's no receipts, if I can't see him, it's not real type thing. But he was, you know, he was there, he's a person. But he was just like, the relationship started out okay, I guess. You know, I might have just never knew anything from jump, but like, as the relationship went onward, he was just like cheating all the time. And then he was broke and cheating, so it's like you gotta pick a struggle, and I just let him have like every struggle in the world with me. You're broke, you're cheating, you're not really, like, you don't have a set plan for your life. And it's like, my mom hates you.
Hate is a strong word.
My mom hated him.
Oh.
Not in a sense of like hate him as a person, but hate him for her daughter.
Ah.
Yeah. You can't, like, what grown person is gonna hate children? I mean, I know they're out there, but
He
my
was
mom's
grown.
not one of them. He wasn't grown. I was 15 and he was like 17 when I met him. Anyway, so, you know, there were just a lot of like flaws in this relationship from jump, outside of like the fact that he was a chronic cheater. And not only was he a cheater, but these girls that he cheated with would be around me and then like try to convince me to take him back when we would break up when I found out he was cheating. And they would be who he was cheating with. And some of those girls still have me on Facebook now, so I'm not gonna name drop them either. I'm not gonna name drop anyone because everyone has me on social media and I've forgiven everyone for everything.
I think I read one of those messages and you were wildin', bruh.
What are you talking about?
One of the females he was cheating with, I think I read one of the messages.
I don't know, there were so many. There were so many. There were in-state hoes, there were out-of-state hoes, there were hoes that were living with him. Like, there were hoes pretending to be pregnant. And I'm just like, I'm only like 15, 16 years old and dealing with like all this drama. And like, I'm not a fighter, but like there's girls trying to fight me. I'm not a fighter at all, whatsoever. I'm just a very verbal person. I just like to hurt people's feelings. I don't really want to put my hands on anybody. That's not my thing. I'll call the police. I'll pepper spray. I'll tase. Like you'll go to jail with me. But yeah, he was a really bad cheater. And it's just like, he was so nice outside of the cheating that it's just like, I don't understand. Like, what is the point of trying to be a good boyfriend if you can do everything except be faithful? Then you might as well just be a good friend or something. But no, he wanted to be a boyfriend and cheat, and then every time he cheated, tell me, those girls didn't matter. They don't mean anything. When I tell them I love them, I mean it as a friend. Who do I look like to you for you to lie to me like that? I mean, I understand I was young and dumb, but damn, I wasn't that stupid, bro. So my second really bad relationship was, you know...
Before you get into that, just so everybody knows, I warned you.
What are you talking about?
I warned you.
Anyways.
Okay.
So my next really bad relationship was terrible for completely different reasons. Even though I did find out like after the fact that apparently, allegedly, he did cheat at some point, but I have no proof. And by then, like, I didn't even care. I think I might have cheated too.
Think?
I don't remember. I think we broke up when I was entertaining other people.
9.
Well, I may or may have not cheated too. My last relationship before that really, really broke my spirits and changed the type of person I normally am and had me acting all types of out of character. And, you know, normally I'm like all for one person. But he really just had me out here just ready to cheat on any and everybody if I felt like I was being done wrong. But anyways, back to the story. So he's a terrible boyfriend for a completely different reason. I met him through you.
No, not through me. Through Facebook.
Through you.
Through Facebook.
And, you know, we met like my junior year?
Yeah.
My junior year of high school. And I had just broken up with that other boy that was a very bad boyfriend. So I went from one bad relationship to another bad relationship. And, you know, that probably was part of the problem. But, yeah, our relationship, it started out like okay. Besides like his jealousy issues and his possessive issues and the popping up at my house. But like none of that stuff bothered me. Like I was like, oh, it's okay. And you know, I let it go. Yeah, I just figured he was really protective because he really, really liked me. Which, you know, I admire that type of dedication to me. Into our relationship. So I didn't really think anything of it. And then he made a career choice that separated us for some time. And we ended things before he had left, which, what does that mean?
Ended things.
We ended things before he left, and we left on really bad terms. Actually, he kind of hated me by then, which, you know, is fine. I'm a pretty love-or-hate type of person. You either really, really like me or you really, really don't like me, and I mean, both are okay with me, honestly. I don't care too much. So when he left, we were on really bad terms, and then he like hit me up during his time gone and like apologized for everything and said that he wanted to work on things when he came back and he wanted to be together and be a good person. And I was like, okay, all right, sure. Why not? I have nothing better to do. So he left, and when he left, we were on bad terms. He came back and we were on good terms, but then he left again, and when he left again, we left on bad terms again because he found out I was talking to somebody else and he felt some type of way. And then once he came back again, it was right before I was leaving to go to school. And like, I guess he had gotten a girlfriend or whatever during that time he was gone. But like, he definitely came to see me and was like, I want to work on things again. And I was like, we'll just see. We'll just play it by ear. You know, life, you never know where it's going to take you. So we'll just, you know, we'll see how it goes. And I left to my new school, and like, he called me the day after I got there and I missed it, and I called him back and the girlfriend answered and she was like yelling at me on the phone. And so I just hung up because I'm not a very conflictive person. I don't like to argue with people necessarily. Depends on the argument. I'm not gonna argue over no boy though. So I hung up the phone. I was like, whatever. I mean, I'm in a whole nother state. Like, I don't care. And then I came back to Texas, and I literally, he was not on my radar. He was not on my phone. I was not even thinking about him. And he ran into me in the club with his girlfriend, who became his wife, I guess. And he comes up to me and he's like asking for my number, talking about he wants to talk to me, he wants to see me, like, am I back for good? Can he talk to me? And I'm just like, I mean, your girl's standing over there, but if this is the type of energy we're gonna have, then whatever. And you know, in this story, like, it's my worst relationship, but it might be like, I might have gotten my karma within the situation for like the decisions I made on my part. But like I said, I've come to terms with everything I've done, and so it is what it is now. Now it's all just a story that I occasionally look back on and laugh because it's funny. So, you know, like, he's like, I want to talk to you. And I'm like, that's fine. And so he hits me up afterwards and asks to like go out to eat or something. And then like from that day forward, he just kept trying to pop in and out of my life, in and out, in and out. We'd be good and then we wouldn't be good. We'd be good and then he would get mad at something. Like, he wanted to be married and have a wife and talk to me at the same time, but didn't want me to talk to anybody else or do anything else or entertain anybody else while he's like entertaining multiple situations. And, you know, I had my own situation, on and off situation, aside from him at the time. So it's like I'm trying to like give you some attention because I feel like I owe it to you because I was never like really good to you. And like, I need to do me at the same time because you're still doing you, technically. You're like, you got a whole wife. I don't understand. You don't want to have your cake and eat it too. And it's just like so selfish. So selfish. What?
Nothing.
Anyways, so, you know, I allowed him to be in and out of my life or whatever, but his antics were getting so crazy. It was on some like, if I can't have you, no one can have you, but I want to have you and have what I have going on too, or I have to be with my wife for like some undisclosed reasons. And because I'm like, you need to, like, if you're gonna entertain other people, like, you need to leave that girl alone and let her live her best life. Like, it's not fair for her to be miserable because you want to be out here in these streets. You might as well let her live her best life, let her go and do you. You know, that's woman logic though. That's not man logic, unfortunately.
No, it isn't.
So, you know, I'm like letting him exist in my circle or whatever. But like, there are just certain things that happen that should have been like red flags for like a cutoff, but I'm such a forgiving person. Like, we go to this party. Technically, I don't really think we went to the party together because I definitely invited my other friends to go with me, to meet me up there. And I was partying with them. And not to mention, like, there were a bunch of people I knew. So I don't really think that we went together. So I don't know why that energy existed. But we go to this party. It's a really dramatic party. I don't know, it must have been because they didn't have working air. Like, it was so hot. Their air didn't work. Everybody was a little on edge a little bit. And the police came, they shut it down. Everybody's leaving. I'm leaving too. I go get in my car. He needs a ride. I'm like, okay. I go find him. And I guess his wife was at the party too. And next thing you know, he's like drunk, screaming in the middle of the street with a shotgun, yelling in my face about how he's gonna kill me. And he has no problem killing me. And I'm just standing there like, and my friends pull up trying to save me. And he's like waving this gun in the air, acting all crazy. And they're just like, I think we should all just go. And I'm like, you know what? My feelings are hurt by them because it's like the fact that you have the audacity to put a gun in my face, like literally in my fucking face. For what? I was like, you know what? It's time to go. So I leave this man and his wife and his gun in the middle of the street. I don't care. I have a car. I'm gonna go. But being the good person that I am, curse being a good person, he calls me like crying on the phone about how he's gonna go to jail because he's in the street with a gun and he didn't mean to do that and he was just overreacting and it's the alcohol and blah, 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 blah. I've already called my mom and called my on and off again boyfriend and told them what happened. and they're like telling me to go home and not to talk to him, and me being the nice person I am, I hit a U-turn. I go all the way back to pick not only him up, but to pick his wife up too, because this bitch doesn't have a car, and take them both home. And let me tell you, that was not a fun ride. I don't understand why women let men talk to them so crazy. You would never be able to sit in my face and call me any type of stupid, any type of hoe, slut, whore. You're not gonna talk about my mama, but he was doing all this to this girl in my car, and I'm just like, literally every encounter I had with this man was like drama every time. It's like, I would be like, we're done, we're good, like I'm gonna dead the situation. And we would still run into each other, and it would still be a shitstorm every time. Like, I let the whole entire thing go, and I just wanted to be done with it, because it's like, even if I feel guilty about everything that happened in the past, like at this point, you're just holding it over my head and trying to make me feel bad. And I gotta stop feeling bad, because it's like, I feel bad for what I did, but I'm feeling worse because the situation is like just getting worse. It's not getting better. So it's like me trying to be a good person and make up for everything that happened in the past is clearly not helping you get over anything, because you're still angry as hell for no reason, when you have your own situation that you should be worried about, and you're worried about me. It's like, at this point, it wasn't even a relationship. It was literally just like, what is the word of the day? Situationship. It was a situationship, a whole bunch of bullshit situationshipness. And
You fucked it with that.
I fucked it up?
Yeah.
Dang. That's a really hard word, man.
Situationship.
Situationshipness.
Okay.
And I'm just like, you tried to kill me. Every time I piss you off, every time I made him mad, he was like, I'm gonna ruin your life. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you? And then he would come back and be like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean any of it. I just, you know, you really make me mad, and da 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 da. And I'm just like, I mean, I'm sure I make a lot of people mad, but I don't see them coming for me every time, threatening me with all this wild stuff. And then it all just went downhill when he found out I got married. That's how long he stuck around with these little games. It all went downhill when he found out I got married, and he literally texted me the same thing. Ha ha ha, are you serious? And I'm like, serious as a heart attack, man. He's like, I'm gonna ruin your life. And I was like, I'll note these threats, bro, but you got to leave me alone. You gotta leave me alone. I'm gonna tell your daddy, bro. You gotta leave me alone. Worst relationship ever. Worst person ever.
Well, before the video started, you said, I can't choose you. And then you rephrased it to, if I choose you, it has to be for a good reason. So,
You choose me.
just like the Pokemon, bro. Yes, I choose you.
I am his worst relationship.
But I'm not gonna go into specifics because I don't wife bash. I'm married. And, you know, anybody who watches this video right now, anybody who watches this video right now basically knows all they need to know. And mine isn't going to be as long as yours. So all I'm going to say is my worst relationship was yours and mine's because of everything your second story entailed. So, although you weren't dating this person, your actions impacted our relationship.
If you missed it when I said I had an on and off again relationship during that last situationship, that was my on and off again relationship.
But your situation was while we were off and on.
You mean while we were off? Not while we were on.
It was why we were off and on.
Why we were off and on.
Yes. So,
which is completely understandable.
And it took you getting married to get where I was coming from. So, yeah, like I said, I don't bash people, especially not my wife. And if anyone's wondering if it was so awful, why did I marry her? It's because
I'm fucking awesome.
It's because I am a forgiving person, and I saw the potential of what could be. That was right. We had rough patches, like when I went to Germany. But I mean, it comes with marriage.
I feel that.
So, yeah.
Appreciate you not bashing me.
I mean,
that could have went really badly.
For you. But
for you?
No, I could make a 30-minute rant video.
And how do you think that would work out for you?
Like I said, I don't bash. So everything I've thought about saying or wanted to say, I've already said to you. So, like I said, my worst relationship was yours because you trying to be a good ex-girlfriend in turn made you a shitty current girlfriend to me. So, it wasn't always bad. If there was a ratio from good to bad, I'd say it was like 3-to-1, good to bad. So, okay, yeah, 3-to-1 ratio. If it was like percentage-wise, like,
I mean, 3-to-1 is 75-25. You put it in a percentage.
That's not a percentage, bro, because the percentage is a little more, not quite 50-50, like 45-55, 45 being good.
Wow.
You said, he pointed a gun in my face. I told you to start talking to him months ago. And you went back and picked him up after I told you to go home and still continue talking to him. Yes, that extra 5% counts for a lot.
At the end of the day, like I said, I've come to terms with everything that I did to everyone involved.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said I'm not bashing, I'm just saying, like, that's why I picked you. Now, granted, I had a, I guess if you want to call it a relationship, I hope your baby's doing good if you ever see this. But, yeah, I mean, it was a relationship, I guess. She definitely took one of my hoodies. I'm gonna need that back. I'm gonna need that back. If you're watching this, I need that back. But, yeah, I've not been in a whole bunch of relationships, so it was not that hard to
pick the worst one.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I mean,
I haven't been in a lot either, but I guess I've been in more than you.
Yeah.
But it's like all of my
shout out to my parents for keeping me locked in the house. So, I mean,
honestly, all my relationships were pretty bad. I just had to pick the worst ones. That was it. All of them sucked. They all sucked for different reasons, but those ones were the worst.
That hurt. Actually, I'll fault for high school. Technically, it was out of my control, but I'll fault myself for high school. The following years, that's on you.
I am okay with every choice that I've made. You know, I apologize to everyone that got hurt in the process of like me doing whatever I wanted to do. I've come to terms with all of my choices. I've lived and I've learned. I don't have any regrets. My life is good. I'm happily married.
Boy.
I'm happily married. I'm good. I don't have any animosity towards anybody. So.
Indifferent.
Now, whether those people have any feelings towards me, I could not tell you, because as far as I'm concerned, me coming to terms with everything meant that like I erased that entire part of my life. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't really even have exes. But for the sake of this video, I have exes.
Like I said, I'm indifferent. I don't care. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So, and if anybody has a problem with what I said in the video, I don't care. Yeah, that's about it. So.
Well, wrap it up then.
I already wrapped it up. Wrap it up.
Well, guys, thank you for listening to our stories of our worst relationships ever. You know, it's kind of weird how they kind of like intermesh. That's weird, but that's okay. Make sure you check us out hopefully every week for a new video.
Make sure you thumbs this up, because this took a lot of energy to make. It's 1:30 in the morning. So, yeah.
Thumbs up, comment, like, share with your friends, talk shit in the comments. Like, I don't really care. None of it bothers me anyways.
You're
like,
soft.
No, I'm not. Especially not with social media soft. What I live. You told me myself. You said
Twitter
it.
fingers.
I'm a troll on the internet. And that is okay with me, bruh. I be bored anyways. So, make sure you guys check out our next video. Make sure you guys share and comment and like this. And, you know, we'll catch y'all next time on the flip side.
Yeah, if any dude that she was talking about has a problem with this or me.
Never shit on me. Yeah. Hey. She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom, I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me. 81, they'll bring the crashers to the party. And you know me.